All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to break down a test that could literally be your ticket to studying, working, or living almost anywhere in the world. We're talking about the IELTS test. So let me ask you a quick question. Have you ever dreamed of getting a degree from a top university overseas? Or maybe starting a brand new career in a different country? Or just packing up and beginning a whole new chapter somewhere else? If you're nodding along thinking, yep, that's me, then you are in exactly the right place. Because the IELTS test is very often the key that unlocks all of those doors, and we're about to show you exactly how it works.
Okay, so first things first. Let's start with the big question. What on earth is IELTS?
Well, the full name is a bit of a mouthful, the International English Language Testing System. But what it really is, at its core, is the world's most popular English language test for anyone looking to go abroad for higher education or to find work.
And when I say popular, I mean it. Just look at that number. Over 12,000 organizations trust IELTS. We're talking universities, employers, immigration offices, you name it. In places like the UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, this test is the gold standard. So, you know what it is, but not all IELTS tests are created equal. The next step, and this is a really crucial one, is figuring out which test is the right one for you. It all depends on your goals.
It breaks down pretty simply. If you're aiming for university, you're almost certainly going to need the IELTS academic test. If you're looking for a job, want to move to a new country, or are doing some below degree level study, then you'll probably take the general training test. And for certain UK visas, there are specific tests called UKVI and life skills. The bottom line here, always, always, always double-check which test your university or immigration office requires.
All right. So once you've figured out which test you need, you get another choice, how you want to take it.
If you go to a test center, you can pick between taking the test on paper or on a computer. And here's the most important thing to know. The test content, the questions, even the face-to-face speaking test with a real human examiner, it's all exactly the same. The only difference is whether you prefer writing by hand or typing. Simple as that. It's totally your call.
But there is a third option that's all about convenience. It's called IELTS Online. You get the same test content, but you can take it from the comfort of your own home. The speaking test is just done with the real examiner over video call. How great is that? Now here's a feature that is an absolute game changer. It's called the One Skill Retake, and it's available if you take IELTS on a computer. You know how sometimes you can have an off day? Maybe you ace 3 sections but just don't get the score you wanted on the 4th? Well, instead of redoing the entire test, this lets you retake just that one section. It's a fantastic safety net. Okay, so with all these different options, what is it that makes so many people, millions of them every year, choose IELTS? Let's get into the big advantages. For starters, it's been around for over 30 years, so it's incredibly trusted. The test is also designed to reflect how you'd use English in the real world, not just some abstract academic setting. The scoring is fair, totally transparent, and, this is huge, it accepts all global English accents. It doesn't matter where you're from. What matters is that you can communicate clearly.
In this quote, it really nails the whole philosophy behind the speaking test. Instead of talking to a computer or an AI, you're having a real conversation with a trained examiner. It's designed to feel more natural, more like a real chat, which lets you relax and really show off your communication skills.
All right, we have covered the what, the why, and the how. So let's wrap this all up into a super simple step-by-step plan for you to get started.
Here are your next 4 steps. 1. Get super clear on your goal. What's this test for? 2. Based on that goal, pick the right test type. 3. Decide on your format, paper, computer, or online, whatever works best for you. And finally, step 4, start preparing. There are so many fantastic, free, official resources out there to help you walk into that test feeling totally confident.
You know, every big journey in life begins with a single step. And for millions of people all over the world, that step was taking this test. So the question isn't just, are you ready? It's, where in the world do you want to go?